The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Data Management with Fusion 360. It's going to be presented by Carla. My name is Jasenia. I'm the event coordinator here at M2 Technologies. Before we get started, I just want to do a little housekeeping. If you have any questions during the presentation, please type them into the question box in your GoToWebinar control panel, not in the chat panel. Also, a recorded version of this webinar will be available on our website and YouTube channel within a couple of days. You'll receive an email with a link once that's available. And before we jump into the webinar, I just want to introduce M2 Technologies to you all. So M2 Technologies is a consulting firm focused on productivity, improving manufacturing process efficiency, and reducing manufacturing costs. Our mission is simple: to help manufacturers design better products and increase market share by leveraging the industry-leading engineering, design, process automation, and data management technologies. Using generative design and best-in-class manufacturing and asset management processes, our team of industry experts can help you become more sustainable, more profitable, and more prepared to meet the demands of urbanization in a rapidly changing world. We're committed to helping clients realize the business benefits of BIM and asset management quickly and economically by facilitating the use of innovative technologies and processes. Whether it's streamlining your product design, maximizing asset longevity, or optimizing your process, our team is one of the most experienced groups of manufacturing technology consulting professionals. To help support the industry with these demands, we partner with world leaders such as Autodesk, Panzora, Bluebeam, and Eagle Point to utilize innovative technologies and methodologies to empower sustainable manufacturing and overcome local challenges. Our vision is to reduce the environmental impact of urbanization by helping the manufacturing industry to design, produce, and operate better projects more efficiently. To help support the industry, we also offer a wide range of services, including CAD management, software development, project lifecycle management, and much, much more. Now, Carla will jump on to take you through today's webinar. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Jess. Thanks for introduction. Hi, everybody. My name is Carl Licko, and I'm an application engineer here at M2. And just a little background, I was in manufacturing industries for last 12 years in the different roles, design engineer, mechanical engineer. So that kind of helped me establish myself here at the M2. So that's about enough about me, and I'm just going to jump in right into to our today's agenda. So as everybody is struggling with the situation in our lives with the COVID, I think like the biggest drive for creating these sets of webinars is to show you guys how Autodesk product, and especially Fusion 360, can alleviate some of the headaches that people might have right now with the data management, user management, and how to work from home online in your web browser. So our agenda is going to go through some of these data management options that the Fusion offers. So what we're going to go through is the administrative tools, how we can manage the users, how we can export files for our customers or for our clients, how we can actually set up our version control in Fusion, the other things such as cloud storage and AnyCAD are also helpful and can help with our current issues. The last thing that I want to show you is the team participant, where not everybody needs to have the full-blown version of Fusion. So there's something that can be considered as an option for people that just want to look at the designs and comment and help in the design process, not directly. So let's just dig in. So the first thing that I want to talk about are the administrative tools, and why we want to talk about these is because in traditional CAD environment, there are additional applications that are needed for this kind of administration, such as PLM or PDM application. These can control the internal or external access to the files, but with Fusion, you can control the user permission or visibility of the projects directly from the software. So there's no need to implement additional application. There's no need for having spend more money on managing the users and administrate the projects. So Fusion combine all of these additional applications. The same thing is with the user management, where Fusion again combines all the traditional CAD management tools such as PLM and PDM, as I mentioned before, and gives the user the option to be an admin for the projects, for the user, or for the entire team of users that have been invited or included into a collaboration. So that's the biggest benefit, and that's what I want to pretty much highlight here, that Fusion combines all of these options for the collaboration. So let's take a look at a little demo on the next slide, how this thing is actually working. So hopefully it's going to start playing. Is it playing? Oh, let's turn it on. Oh, it's playing. Sorry. So as you can see, we have this particular project called Vault Cloud Files, and you can see that there are three different types of visibility or permission levels. So you have open, closed, secret, and this way we can kind of control the access to the specific project. On the other hand, we can also invite new project members. You can see that in this particular example, I'm inviting one of my colleagues, Tristan, and it's simple as sending an email, and the invitation will just appear in his mailbox. He'll just click and join this particular project. And again, we have two different options. It's either the whole entire team administration or just a particular project. So it's pretty granulated to what we can control. So you can see that there are two options also for his role. So he could be either the editor of the project, so technically contributor, or just a simple viewing option can be established for this particular user, where he can just comment on the design or help in the design process. I'm not sure if we're stuck or not, but hopefully this is still working. Oh, here we go. Sorry about that. As I said, there's the email that invites Tristan into this project. We'll just click on the link, and the link will take him directly into the web browser. What is nice about it is that this management, the user management, can be done from any kind of web interface, and it could be done on any kind of device. So if you have an iPad, if you have an Android device, this can be done all from from mobile devices. So here we are back into my admin website, and I'm just going to kind of demonstrate some of the things that you can do with the team management and project management. So in this portion, we're looking at our members and roles. And you can see these members are part of the team. So that's again another level where we can change the permission for the individual user. Here we're looking at the project management, and again we're going back to the Vault Cloud Files, where you can see Tristan again being editor for this project. I can also change it to him being also only the viewer. From the same interface, you can also see that there was an option to go and change the team members' permission levels. Okay, a little bit here for the actual project management. I can archive the project, so if they are no longer used, they can be stored. And here again, talking about how we can change the visibility and permission levels to the particular project folder. So now everybody in my team can actually access all these files that are in this particular project folder. And again, everything can be done from the web browser. So if you have an iPad, a laptop, Android, this could be done from any kind of device that have the web browser capabilities. So here you can see I changed the Tristan's participation. So he is part of the team right now, and he had access to all the projects that are open right now. Okay, so that's a little bit about the project and user management. I'm gonna go. The other benefit that Fusion offers is the file export. And as you can see from the image on the right-hand side, there's quite a bit of variety of file extension that Fusion can export to. So if you have customers or users that need to have these files in a SolidWorks format or step format, there's definitely possibilities to export either from web or from the application to any of these formats. So let's take a look at it, how this looks in a real world scenario. So I have this little model generated design bracket that I would like to export it. It's simple as clicking on the file menu and change the type of the file that I want to export to. As I mentioned before, all these different file formats are available from application and as well as web browsers. So if you don't have a Fusion but you still have the access to the team, you can do that as well without having the actual application loaded on your machine. So same thing here. I'm just going opening the view. I want to make sure it's the right file. You can see it's the exactly same one. So the power of the cloud storage it's great for these kind of operation where people who doesn't have the application actually installed can still access the files. So let's move on and let's talk about a little bit of version control. Again, going back to that idea that in traditional CAD systems, you would need to have a different application to maintain your version control, such as Autodesk Vault, for example, or other lifecycle management tools. That doesn't apply to Fusion 360 and Fusion Team. The version control is embedded again in the application, and excuse me, you can retrieve any of the saved versions of the file from either again application or the web browser. What I want to point out here is that the Fusion, every time you save, creates a new version. So you have the capabilities of storing your previous designs, and if you need to go back and retrieve some of those older versions of design, you have the option to do so. So let's take a look at the little demo of how this thing works. So I have a small shoulder plane, and as you can see, there are 15 versions of this design that I was working on. So you can see that there are quite a bit of them. The iteration of design was going from 1 to a 15, and I can promote any of these and be the most current version of my design. The other thing that that is very useful for collaboration is the web access, and the same capabilities are in a web browser access of the Fusion team, where the version in a upper left-hand corner, are again available and can be promoted anytime there's need for older design. Here we go. Take a look at this version 13, for example. And we can switch easily between the different versions of the design. So this is the number 15. And again, each version can be marked up, can be commented on, and people then can collaborate in this web-based environment. The other nice feature that Fusion team offers is the version comparison. So in this case, I'm looking at the version number 8 and comparing it to version number 9. Very powerful tool that it's not available in a lot of the traditional CAD tools. You can see, you can tell the difference. Each of these changes are described in a list where it tells you what's been changed, what's been removed, what's been added, and everything is documented in the cloud. So everybody that's been invited to work on this project can see these changes, can comment on them, can depend on, of course, the permission level, can actually execute on these changes if there is need. Okay, so let's move on to another topic that we have, and here's, I think, the best feature of Fusion 360 and Fusion Teams, where everything is being saved to the cloud. So there is access 24/7 to all the data that's been worked on, and that everybody in team or everybody in the project can share and access everything in the cloud during the design process. The other thing that is very useful is if you don't have the internet access, the working offline mode is also available in Fusion 360. Of course, the files then later on need to be synced up with the cloud for everybody to see the latest changes, but the offline mode is there, it's available, and can be used for people who have not had an internet connection at home, but they can still work on their designs. So quite a bit of options for offline working. Another feature of Fusion 360 is AnyCAD. So Autodesk created AnyCAD engine where Fusion can pretty much take files from a different CAD applications such as Inventor, SolidWorks, and then it can the users can work with these files directly in the Fusion. And if there are some changes in the native CAD application, the changes will be reflected parametrically in the Fusion, and later on translated into the manufacturing into the document. All the changes will be reflected on your drawings, simulation, animation, and so on. So let's take a look at a little demo of how this thing helps you to collaborate with a different CAD application. Here's an Inventor part, is a simple ZX plate cut out of aluminum. And what I'm doing here is saving it to my Fusion team that has also the local file folder structure on my laptop. I just want to make a little copy here, so I'm not changing design of the original one. As you can see, I'm saving it into that Fusion folder on my laptop. And based on the name in upper middle portion of Inventor, you can see the z-axis plate copy.ipt. So that's the name of the file. And what you're going to see is once I refresh, the file will actually appear in my Fusion 360 since it's been saved to the cloud and been synced up with my desktop folder. So all I need to do is just save it in a correct folder And as you can see again, z-axis plate copy.ipt is available right now for my Fusion. So I have opened a small assembly. I called it CNC V1 because this is the part that belongs to a larger assembly. And I'm just going to simply insert this part into my CNC assembly. And again, pointing out that z-axis plate copy.ipt, IPT is the inventor file format, is there. And you can see that little chain there. That means they are linked paramagnetically. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to try to change some of these features, and I want to delete the pattern of the holes. So simply go and click on the feature and deleting them, saving. Again, pointing out the z-axis plate copy.ipt is in the middle portion of the inventor, and as you can see, the holes are not there anymore. And what I'm just waiting here to sync up with the cloud, I can try to refresh it, or the Fusion 360 beat me to it and actually figure out that there is some changes in design. I click refresh, and I got a couple of warning signs that there's a new design available, and I should probably update the design. Click on that little warning triangle, and Fusion's gonna again try to sync up with the cloud and get me the latest version of the native inventor model. So as I mentioned, the options of working with a native CAD formats from different application is another powerful tool how you can collaborate with different users or clients on the go with the Fusion 360. Here, the next slide talks about the team participant. I mentioned this earlier before, where I was talking about the part of your team that doesn't need to have the full access to the Fusion 360. Could be somebody who is just overwatching the design process, or has some ideas on how to change that without needing to be connected to a Fusion 360 world. For those people, for those users or clients, there is a Fusion 360 team participant. As you can see, is $130 a year compared to a $495 for full-blown Fusion 360 application, and allows you to do data management and collaboration, which is probably the biggest thing for the people that don't directly change the design of the products or parts. Last thing that I have for you is right now during this COVID situation that we have going on, Autodesk offers free commercial access for Fusion 360 until June 30th, 2020. So I would urge everybody who wants to try to use Fusion 360 to take advantage of this opportunity that Autodesk offers to their customers. Now we can open the forum for questions.
Be sure if you have any questions, you can ask them in the questions box of your GoToWebinar control panel.
I think we're gonna just leave it for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, we got a question.
Okay.
If I own collections, is Fusion 360 included?
That's a good one. I would have to go back to our sales support, but I don't believe so. I have to get back to you on that one.
Doesn't seem like we have any other questions at the moment, Carl.
Okay.
Folks, if you think of any other questions, please feel free to contact us. Our phone number is right here. You can also email us at salessupport@m2t.com. We'd be more than happy to help with any questions that you have as well. And just a quick reminder that this a recording of this webinar will be available in the next few days, and you'll get an email once you receive that, or once that recording is ready.
Thanks everybody for attending our webinar. And as Jess mentioned, you will receive that email with the recording of it again.
Yep. Thank you so much, everyone. Please stay safe, and we hope to see you at another webinar soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.